Following the United States' invasion of Venezuela, Katie Miller, who is Stephen Miller, yes, that Stephen Miller's wife, is now suggesting that the United States is going to invade Greenland next. Here's the post from Katie Miller. She posted this image of a map of Greenland with the American flag overlaid on it and wrote, "Soon." Oftentimes when I talk about Donald Trump's threats to invade Greenland or Panama or Canada, I get a whole lot of people coming back and saying, "Why are you reporting on that? It's just a distraction." It may very well be a distraction from the Epstein files and many other things, but that doesn't mean that Donald Trump is not deadly serious about these things, as we just saw with Venezuela. Axios is now reporting that hours after the U.S. invaded Venezuela to seize Nicolas Maduro, Trump sent a warning to the governments of Mexico, Cuba, and Colombia that their countries could be next. Trump has been threatening to either bomb or take over these countries for at least the last year, if not longer, as you can see from this article right here. And there was a phrase that Donald Trump used at his press conference at Mar-a-Lago after the strikes this morning. Donald Trump said that they're calling it the Don Roe Doctrine. Now, I want to remind you of this New York Post cover from just about a year ago. That was called the Don Roe Doctrine. That was the headline, and it said Trump's vision for hemisphere. And you could see here it lists Canada as the 51st state, Greenland as our land, the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America, Panama Canal as Panamaga. So I think we all need to be very aware right now of Donald Trump's imperialist desires, that when he says he wants to make Canada the 51st state, he is not bluffing. When he says he wants to take over Greenland, he is not lying about it, and so on. And these countries need to prepare accordingly. If you've been following us or listening to the Midas Touch podcast or watching our reporting on YouTube, you probably know right now that Rubio, from basically day one of the Trump administration, this Trump administration, has been saying that their theory of the world is that of a multipolar world. And by that, he means that the administration views the world as being divided up into three distinct spheres. One that is owned and controlled by the United States, one that is controlled by Russia, and one that is controlled by China. When you think about that stated philosophy, a lot of the actions and the threats from this administration make perfect sense. Listen, we're going to keep breaking down all the news, so make sure you keep spreading the word, and I'll be back soon.